Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back with another visual. Today's The Flash is overpowered in every other show but his own, which is low-key true. I love The Flash, man. I'll say this. I like a lot of TV series, but when I feel like it started like run its course, for the lack of term, like I feel like certain times like they overdo a lot of shows.
I feel like they be dragging something.
Yeah, and then it's been so many shows I feel like they didn't do enough with.
Oh yeah, true.
It's a lot of, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. It's a lot of them could have been great. I mean, epically great that they ended it too soon. But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first support, you got to do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
lock it in with a thumbs up.
But yeah, Flash was one of the ones I feel like they were dragging it out too long. And Arrow, Green Arrow, I feel like they dragged that one out too soon. I think you do try to capitalize on the market, but also understand when it's. I feel like there's a time when something needs a spinoff when they don't need a spinoff, and then it's like. If you didn't watch the Green Arrow and Flash, then they started crossing. Yeah. And if you ain't watching both, it's kind of throws it out. So it's just one of those type of things. But let's go. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
You okay? It burns.
Do my eyes deceive me?
So I've been rewatching some of The Flash and a bit of Arrow too. And why?
Because you gotta watch both. And I was gonna go back and watch The Flash and Arrow, but I'm like, I was gonna go back and watch The Flash. I swear I was, but I was like, I also would have to go back and rewatch the Green Arrow, and I ain't got time.
Leave me?
So I've been rewatching some of The Flash and a bit of Arrow too. And while rewatching, I realized that The Flash would cook up in every crossover episode, but in his own show, half the time, he was moving like Tony Snell. Straight airballs. Sub him out, coach, please. He would go up against the most evil speedster just to struggle against a bum. The next episode, I remember when Barry ran all the way to see Oliver just to complain.
What if I'm not a hero? What if I'm just some guy who was struck by lightning?
And Oliver told bro that at least he has powers and isn't just a regular dude that walks around with bow and arrow. Barry is complaining about his life while having super speed. Whole time, Oliver is just a regular human. So whenever he gets his ass beat, he's telling the civilians to delete the footage. Like, look at how tough Barry was moving in episodes of The Arrow. First off, when Oliver and his team were tracking down Captain Boomerang, who killed an Argus agent by throwing a boomerang in their back. So John was saying that he would ask his ex-wife for help, but she ain't gonna want to talk about Argus business with outsiders.
Tell her to stop letting people get killed in my city.
When it comes to combat, Oliver's got some of the best fights on TV, but he's mentally deranged. Half the things he says make no sense. He hates murderers and wants to take them out, talking about some, you have failed this city. Whole time, he's a mass murderer. And then he always saying, they're putting my city in danger. And he's probably paying absolutely zero taxes. It's so crazy. Team Flash pulls up to help, and at the same time, we see Captain Boomerang being devious, trying to scan through with the ID, knowing damn well his last name is not Wu. The security guard was like, nah, hold up, your name not no Kai Wu. He had to look over his shoulder, then started analyzing the stars. The sky looking real nice today, is it not? trying to sneak past as if he wasn't just caught, and uses a boomerang to take out the guard. And that was enough of a warm-up for him. Got the long distance kill, had him looking like Ibrahimovic with the perfect control. Cut down 1, 2, make that 3. Shaved off the beard, had bro twirling. But at least he's coming out the barbershop looking fresh. Threw the boomerang to stop the backup, hit the uppercut, and made sure to pull off the finishing pose for the cameras. Knew he was being watched. I'ma need that footage for the IG. He's just walking down the hallways with no fear, no worries, while every Argus agent is panicking. And all you see is a boomerang fly across the screen, taking people out. Look at the knee slide. I know he beat.
Did you watch the Arrow?
Yeah. I watched it with you. I did. We watched it together, remember?
No, you probably watched some episodes. I was watching that by myself.
Man,
in front of the mirror in his room, practicing.
You was stuck. Come on.
No, it don't matter. That's all I was gonna say. It really don't matter if I said I did or didn't, because you gonna say I didn't, even though I did.
I just want you to elaborate. If you did, you did.
I did.
Can you elaborate for us? If not, then that just shows.
Well, shut up and press play.
Excuse me? The disrespect.
Look at the knee slide. I know he be in front of the mirror in his room practicing these moves. John is over there shooting, and even though Captain Boomerang ain't move, he was spotless. Not one bullet even grazed him. Oliver and Roy show up, and after Oliver's first couple arrows get blocked, Roy pulled out the sticks. We jumpin' niggas. And they still somehow couldn't damage one man in a trench coat. One kick in the stomach and Roy was laid out, struggling to get up. And this is what I mean when I say that they made the Flash so cold. 2 boomerangs get sent flying towards Oliver, and in the next frame, Barry was there. Showed up out of nowhere. Speed Force told him that Oliver was getting bitched. Go help him. Catching the boomerangs, and just off that alone, Captain Boomerang was shook. He ran off immediately. Oliver was so pissed that he got flexed on. Barry pretty much tossed money in his face and was like, yo bro, I know you need this more than me. And then picked up some sushi on the way back. Later on though, they went back out to do hero work. And look how fast Barry took out all the henchmen. Oliver wanted to crack some skulls. Leave some for the rest of us out here being greedy. My bad. Or even during the later seasons, during the invasion, Wild Dog was talking shit per usual and started aiming at the molecules in the air and just pulling the trigger randomly. He's always talking the most just to end up doing none. Even told Flash and Supergirl that they ain't special just cause they have powers and put on a suit, just for him to go up against the enemy and do this. He's not even looking at where he's shooting. F it, she over there somewhere. But when he's about to get blasted, Flash saves him from the beam, attacks her from her blind spot, and takes a page out of Oogway's book, hitting the pressure points and left her sliding against the wall, hitting the curry. And tagged in Supergirl, who set up the perfect pass for Flash to send her flying. Every time villains from a different show hear about the Flash, I bet it's none but straight war stories.
Bro, he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on.
But then you go back over to his own show, and it feels like when the Bluetooth not connecting in the car, trying to play that V's, and the wife talking about, honey, the baby's on the way. Shit. The baby gonna have to wait. I'm talking about when Flash had to go up against Captain Cold. He turned around, saw the cop car coming his way, put on the glasses, and taught the officer how to drift, before calmly walking into the movie theater. Thought he was John Wick. Forgot he had on them big ass goggles. Joe was trying to catch up to him, so he was sprinting with them high knees, holding the gun, looking around, and the next thing he sees is a cold beam coming towards him. He thought he was about to be frozen in ice, but you see the man himself in the same frame, and he gets hit by the beam. He's sitting there like,
It burns. burns.
And I'm wondering if he got hit for the theatrics. We've seen him dodge beams before. Over on Arrow, he's dodging beams with ease. But when it's his own show, this man is lost. I know that one of Batman's contingency plans for the Flash is to simply just paralyze him. But Batman can get away with a lot of things. They were saying that Darkseid is a Justice League level threat, and I'm seeing him get beat up by Batman. But Captain Cold is really just a regular dude who's broke and doesn't work out. And they expect me to believe that because they gave him a pair of goggles and a gun, he's hitting the Flash? Bro, he can't even see him moving. And by the time he touched Joe, the beam hadn't even hit him yet. He got to Joe, told him to lean in, and said, yeah, make sure to tell Iris how much of a hero I am. And purposely got hit, I'm convinced. And you may be saying, well, it's because it's the beginning of the show and he just wasn't fast enough. Shh. Stop with all that yap. You must not know. Later in the same exact episode, we see Captain Cold on a train putting on his hood. Had to show off the Canada Goose. This the same as Balenci up here in the north. The Flash runs in, telling bro to give up. But Captain Cold decided it was easier to just endanger everyone and save himself, causing the whole train to flip over. And Barry was in there, seeing everything moving in slow motion, and got the sprinting, running in and out of the train, saving all the passengers, falling down and getting blasted with ice again. He not serious. He was just moving so fast, everything slowed down around him so he could save people just to get done like these. And this ain't even the first time he got hit by some that he really shouldn't have got hit by. At one point, Barry and the team went over to Earth 2 to save Harrison Wells because he was kidnapped by Grodd and the other gorillas. And while they're walking through the jungle, they find Wells' tracking device just laying in the dirt in the middle of the forest.
It's a trap.
I ain't gonna lie, wrap it up. You're telling me that he figures out it's a trap, but still somehow gets hit by a trank? He can see everything in slow motion. You know how many times Barry has said that even certain combos felt excruciatingly long to him because of how fast he processes things compared to everyone else? The second he figured out it was a trap, ain't no way he don't just slide out the way of the dart. He's there dropping to the ground. I couldn't believe it. Compare this to the time when everyone on Team Arrow was held up in a dungeon by the League of Assassins when they suddenly hear Barry rushing in. Look how fast he took out the guards, had them sleep, chained up 4 more guards, clapped his hands together and took a little break. He turned on some of that Playboy Cardi and almost fell asleep, and realized he still had work to do, finding the team and freeing them from the dungeon before running back home. Same man who got taken out by a blow dart. And to make it worse, there was even a time when he was struggling to catch a man on a motorcycle. The cameraman was over there getting that elite footage while Barry was telling Wally that they might as well retire. They getting crossed up by a man on a shitbox. Cisco was pointing at the screen. Barry, if you cut through the alley, you can catch up. Same guy who ran across the whole city in like 2 seconds. Why is he struggling against a man on a motorcycle? Barry once took apart a whole truck while it was still moving. And you're telling me he can't catch up to this man?
What y'all know about that? I don't know nothing about her, man. I thought you was gonna agree. That's your girl. I thought you was gonna agree. See, she just let me hang it. Y'all see how she be doing me?
See how you do me all the time?
I ain't did nothing to you.
Damn.
I had to get attacked, man. But y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it in the comments. I might have to go back and redo Flash. But then I have to go do Arrow too.
And then just do it.
But I got so much other stuff to watch.
We'll figure it out.
Season 5 of what's called coming out.
What?
The Boys.
Oh.
I gotta catch up with that. Now I'm back trying to watch. I got so much to watch, man. Damn, ain't enough time in your life, man. Damn. Y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts in the comments down below for us. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We Are.
Kid and
We Are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar.